Let's look at the latest entry in Melter Productions' Analog Empire. Analog Empire is a series of deeply multi-sampled analog synths that you can use in all versions of MSoundFactory. As the ones before, the new Analog Empire Brass and Winds is free for MSoundFactory and MSoundFactory LE owners. Let's check out how it sounds and how to use it. If you've seen another Analog Empire instrument by Melter Production, this UI is going to be very familiar to you. Again, we're mixing two sets of multi-samples. Let's just hear sound A. I'm turning the mix knob all the way to sound A. And now you can select one of over 30 multi-sample sets. Let's listen to Analog Obsession. Currently, we have some reverb and master effects on there. Let's turn those off for now. And let's listen to a different sample set, Last Prophet. Now these 5 orange knobs are effects that are only applied to sound A. We can, for example, pitch everything up, Control right click to set it back to its default value, and then we have drift, unison. Drift gives it some movement, and unison creates copies of the voice and pans them around, especially if you turn up spread. And tone is a basic EQ control. You can make the sound darker or brighter. Let's hear a different sample. Okay. I do like this sound. This one has kind of a soft attack. Let's see if we can find a sample with a bit sharper attack for sound B to layer the two together. That's actually kind of good. If we match the spread values a bit closer, they sound a bit more like one sound. Maybe some unison on both. Sound B is a bit too bright for my taste. Let's turn down tone. I think that's a pretty successful layering job. Maybe if we pitch sound A up an octave, they actually match a bit better. And now we can find the sweet spot with our mix knob. But also we can control the mix knob with these 3 knobs down here. And that's always my favorite feature of any Analog Empire instrument. Let's start with velocity. If we turn up velocity sensitivity, this means if we press our keys harder and trigger higher velocity layers, more of sound B in this case should be audible, and if we play softer, sound B is going to be a lot quieter. We'll have sound A, I'm playing soft, and now I'm playing harder. We can hear a lot more of sound B. Sound A, sound B. We can also make the mix key dependent, meaning if we play lower, we get more of one sound, and the higher we play, the more of the other sound is going to get mixed in. If we play high, we can only hear sound A. And the lower we play, the more of sound B is going to be introduced. And lastly, there's the random knob. If we turn it up, of course, it's going to randomly modulate the mix position. And this is all per note. Let's move on to the amp envelope. Here I'm trying to get kind of a plucky sound maybe. So let's keep the attack all the way down. If we were to turn it up, you would of course get a more gradual increase of the amplitude. But if we turn it down, we get the short attack. Let's turn down sustain. Give it a tiny bit of decay. Next up, we have a multi-mode filter. This is your standard filter. It can low pass, high pass, band pass, and it can also be a notch filter. You can also key track the filter or map it to the filter envelope. Okay, let's get a different sound. And let's see what kind of built-in effects this plugin has to offer. We get tremolo, a flanger, chorus, and a delay, as well as a reverb that can also do shimmer. And you have a lo-fi tape effect. And finally, in the effects tab, you have the master section, which has a basic EQ, some saturation, compression, and a width control. And if we finally move over to the globals tab, you find the same underlying controls as with all the other MSoundFactory instruments. You get your volume control, velocity, sensitivity, as well as controls for MPE. This was Analog Empire Brass and Winds, free for MSoundFactory and MSoundFactory LE owners, but it can also be purchased separately and used in the free MSoundFactory player. And if you don't own MSoundFactory yet, consider checking out the free and fully functional 15-day trial. I have been Sylvan from the channel Sent to Sound Factory. Thank you very much, Melter Production, for having me. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you again soon.